Good our dear viewers, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm currently live at Owerri for a setup of a BSF farm. Now, this farm I am here in Owerri is practicing pig farming, goat farming, and some other agro products, livestock they are breeding. So I'm setting up a BSF farm for them. Can you see? This is the facility of the BSF behind me, if you can see. Here we are going to use here for the insectarium, while here is the labarium. Here is the labarium. You can see the pens. Look at the pens. Can you see the pens? So we are going to be working on this farm so that they can be producing BSF larvae to feed their pigs, to feed their chicks, and to feed their livestock. So I'm going to be carrying you along on development of the farm here in Owerri, Imo State, Nigeria.
This is the box we use to put the BSF egg. Before we arrived at the farm, most of the eggs have already hatched into tiny BSF larvae. You can see them. BSF larvae hatch very fast. You can see most of them, they have already hatched. So these ones we are going to incubate them to make them to grow to some extent before we take them to the ponds. So as you can see, most of them have hatched. We use this box to put the eggs. Before we package them, they have not hatched, but before we reach the farm, they have already hatched. Can you see? Into millions of tiny larvae, which we're going to transform and make them to grow bigger before we transfer them to a bigger pond. For the incubation, we are going to be using ground mash. Ground mash is the best, help them to grow more faster. So at this point, I'm pouring the ground mash into the bowl. BSF larva to grow more faster, it's very important for you to incubate them using ground mash. You understand? To do the first substrate, so that the first substrate they're going to be eating will be the ground mash, because it will help them to grow more faster when you introduce other organic material for them. So the next thing you have to do is to pour water into the ground mash and mix it and make it to be milky. Use your hand to mix it very well, as you can see me doing in the video. So you mix it very well with your hands. After mixing it, you have to keep it for 24 hours for you to ferment to the next day. After the next day is when you introduce your eggs, your BSF eggs. If you can see, these are the BSF eggs we're going to be introducing to this our formula we have already mixed. So what you have to do is to get a net, iron mesh net. Get your iron mesh net, then you put your eggs on top of the net so that once they hatch, they're going to fall inside the formula and they'll be feeding on this formula and they grow. Like this is our case now. Most of the eggs have hatched. Can you see? Most of them have hatched. So just put it on top like this. You see the way I'm putting it top of the nest. You don't put it directly. Allow them to fall into the formula on their own. You don't put them directly to the formula, so they will fall on the formula. The ones that have hatched will fall and they will feed in on this substrate and they will grow more faster before you introduce them to other organic waste that they can be feeding and be growing. So this one will facilitate their growth. It will help in boosting their growth. They will grow more faster if you follow this instruction in this video. BSF farming is one of the most simplest livestock you can do. BSF larva comes out in millions. So for livestock farmer, this is a secret of how you can reduce the cost of your feed in your farm. If you're into poultry, fishery, piggery, any type of livestock you are into, you can start up BSF farm today. Contact us to help you set up farm and to help in reducing the cost of your feed. As you know, in livestock farming, feed is one of the most important things that consumes money. So that's why I need to go into this BSF farming and save costs. BSF egg hash out in millions. So it's a very profitable business. Can you see these ones then? All these ones have hash out. Before we even get to the farm, they have started hashing. They hash very fast. So once you get the eggs, the most important thing you have to do is to incubate them immediately. The way I'm doing it, you understand? Within 2 days, 2 to 3 days, the eggs have started hatching. Can you see? So these ones have already hatched already. So they are just feeding, they will just feed directly on the formula. and they will grow very big. See all the whole container that we use and carry them, everything is filled with the tiny tiny larvae there. Can you see? So start up this business today and save yourself costs.
Mm.
So that the same day as I arrived at the farm in Owerri, we got
Okay,
a
what can give you
carpenter,
your own?
and the carpenter started constructing the insectarium. This is the labarium where we are going to introduce those BSF larvae you saw that we have incubated. So within 5 days time, we are going to bring them to
I
this
also didn't talk.
labarium, you understand, to the for them to
In
grow more faster in that labarium because of bigger space. This is the carpenter working on the insectarium. So this is the insectarium. So from larval stage, they go to pupa, pre-pupa, and to the insects, which this farm is going to use to get more larvae, and they're going to do very well because they are practicing pig farming and other livestock. This is the labarium, as you can see, where we are going to bring the larvae here because of space for them to grow more faster. So once those larvae grow to some extent in that containers that we use and incubate them, we bring them here. Can you see the space? Space is more bigger, and we're going to feeding them on organic waste. Organic waste, like this farm, they have pig waste. You can use pig waste to grow them. So all your waste can be transformed back to wealth because you can use your pig waste to fatten them. Within 10 to 15 days time, they will have this type of larvae you are seeing in this video, and these larvae they can be used to feed their goats, pig, fish, rabbits, and all other livestock that they're going to be farming in this farm. So do us well to subscribe, call us for consultancy service on BSF farm setup. We are always at your service. Contact us if you are into livestock farming. If you want to do it for business, if you want to be selling to livestock farmer, contact us. If you have a farm and you want to reduce the cost of your feed, contact us on my number 080-633-45443. I'm always at your service. I remain my humble self. Tabowe brave, Ibimobowe. Till I come your way again. Bye bye. Do well to subscribe.